Can you imagine being locked up because you were an intelligent person and needed to be watched? We must learn about what happened to Japanese Americans during World War II so it never happens in history again. After Pearl Harbor, Japanese Americans were taken from their homes and put into internment camps for economic reasons, FDR's fear of an invasion of the West Coast, and military reasons. Japanese Americans were put in internment camps for economic reasons. Over 120,000 Japanese Americans were taken from the West Coast and Hawaii and put in camps so that the government could watch over them because they were seen as a security threat. However, this is more economic than just that. White farmers saw Japanese Americans as being a competitor. They thought that internment was a way to get rid of the competition because now Japanese Americans couldn't have any land and they didn't hold any title to land anymore. The Japanese were also seen as being very intelligent and they were capable of launching another attack like Pearl Harbor. Japanese Americans were also put into internment camps due to FDR's fear of an invasion of the West Coast. The people shared this idea through newspapers, propaganda, and by word of mouth. This shows how influential the government can be in people's decisions. They were seen as being the enemy, and the U.S. wanted to make sure another attack would never happen again. They were also seen as being spies to Imperial Japan, and the U.S. people thought that it would be better to put them all in one location so they can control their actions. And FDR was just really terrified of an invasion of the West Coast. Japanese Americans were also put into internment camps for military reasons. On February 19, 1942, Executive Order 9066 said that the military excluded Japanese from certain zones. This also applied to Italians and Germans, but it really wasn't enforced for them. There was free zones, which said that the Japanese had to stay in the States, and then there was also exclusion zones, which said that the Japanese had to leave their homes. The neglection of Japanese people was not addressed, but the Japanese American Evacuation Claims Act said that the government did nothing wrong and that it was only seen as a military act that had to be done for the safety of the United States. Later, the government apologized for their actions and of putting national security above civil rights. The overly fearful American population put Japanese people in internment camps for military and economic motives, and FDR's fear of an invasion of the West Coast. Eventually, Japanese Americans were set free, and the U.S. realized what they did was not needed. And this is a picture of a document during World War II, and it's just saying that it's instructions to all people of Japanese ancestry, and there was codes that they had to do.